Hello Capricorn, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general life reading for your sign. We've got 11th house. I normally pull out 3 houses of interest for the month and then I build a reading from there. We've got 4th house, then we've got 3rd house. Let's get some astrology guidance. Black Moon Lilith. Too many, so I can get it down. Cancer. I've got solar eclipse. We've got 2 that came out near the bottom, water element and earth element. Let's get some goddess guidance. Ostara. Aphrodite. And we've got Mawu, Mother Earth. Okay. Bottom of the goddess deck is Ishel, Medicine Woman. Let's get some fairy tarot now. Ace of Spring. Bottom of the fairies is 8 of Summer or 8 of Cups. Alright, so let's just start here. Oh, I haven't done a destiny card for you. Discretion, okay. So 11th house. 11th house obviously can be relating to friendships. It's got friendships there, but that's only one aspect of the house. It's quite a broad house, so it covers anything to do with obviously your friends, your friendship circle, but any group activity that you may be involved in. So this can be like societies, associations, anywhere where where you're taking part with others in a group endeavor. It could even be a club, like a book club or something like that. It's also it can also be sort of work related, like a group of companies or some sort of bigger concept other than just a smaller, you working as an individual. It's also to do with your hopes and dreams, your visions for the future, what you envision for yourself, and your hobbies and your interests, things like that come in here as well, and sort of the pursuing of that. It's also about the sort of futuristic side, and in some cases that can translate to work that you may be doing. So if you're following trends and currents in society and things that are going on in the world, then that's also 11th house. It can also be global consciousness or group consciousness, and also social reforms, because it's quite a humanitarian house. It's about the collective, so lots of those aspects may be coming in. It can also be your sort of role within a group, and sort of systems and any kind of It could even be like an online group, something like that could be coming in. But very much about your dreams as well. So what you're envisioning for yourself, and what it is that you're kind of working towards, what you're aspiring to. Now we've got here Black Moon Lilith underneath, and at the top we've got fertility, Ostara. So now Ostara is associated with Easter. Easter is actually named after her. It was a pagan celebration that kind of got evolved into Easter, and but it's all about new things, new starts of some sort. And covering all of that, there's abundance in there. And for some of you, it's spring related, and for others, it's Easter related. There's eggs in the basket, there's bunnies. So it's very abundant energy, fresh energy, new things growing, new ideas, new projects, and so on. So now, as this is coming in here, we've got Black Moon Lilith. So this is a couple of ways that this could be coming in for you. It does have darker aspects to it, the Black Moon Lilith. So there is a sort of a mystery element as well. It can be, but it's more like things moving in the background that you're not quite sure what's going on. It could be things lurking, or it could just be things happening in the background that you can't put your finger on. It's kind of got that feeling about it. It also may be that you may have to stand your ground in some form in this house. Stand firm about what it is that you want to do, or what it is that you believe in. So it's that that very strong feminine power can come in with this card. But it is also about being very careful about what you say and the actions that you take at this time, because this does have the element of emotions and things that need to be controlled. You know, and whether this is within yourself or whether you're getting it from other people. It could be friendships, friends that you have, or it could be others around you. But this can come across as, or be transmitted as sort of envy or anger or bitterness. In some cases, even revenge, even betrayal sometimes comes in with this. So there could be that element sort of circulating. It could also be that somebody that you are associated with, whether it's a friendship or somebody else that perhaps you're working with, there is some sort of element of, sorry, the lights are flicking, some sort of element of almost like somebody's been overlooked, or something has been, sort of some sort of situation has come to pass where perhaps you are being noticed in some way, and this has affected others, and it's caused somebody to be overlooked, or you could even have been overlooked in some way. But it's kind of got the energy where this creates this feeling of bitterness or irritation or envy or guilt or shame even. So just think about that. That may be coming in some way. You could be on the receiving end of it, or it could be that you are, getting involved in this somehow, or maybe you're feeling like that. So this is about getting your emotions under control, and if it's around you, if it's being directed at you, then obviously find other ways, find a healthy outlet for that emotion, or find healthy ways to move past it. So it could very well be related to your hopes and dreams, your wishes, your hobbies, your interests. You could be having a dream coming true at this time, and somebody isn't liking that around you, or they're not, sometimes when you go through a change, or when something wonderful happens to you, or something coalesces and you start making progress, others around you sometimes can't enjoy that change with you. They see you growing and changing and improving your life, and they aren't, and sometimes they can't align with that energy, so they slip off into negative emotions and so on. So that may be coming in for you. But it can also be about sudden fame. This can come in as well with this energy. As I said, you could be noticed in some way, and this is kind of causing a little bit of dissent around you. That may be happening. With the fertility energy, with the star, it's saying it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So something is coming in for you, some sort of shift or change, and you may not fully see all aspects of it at this time. There may be things evolving, but this is ultimately where you're headed for. And what I'm saying is, just be prepared to make changes, be prepared to expand your circle, try different things, try different groups, or welcome more friends, try new friendship circles, and so on. Just expand your situation a bit so that you can open yourself up to the energy, and this will bring in the new ideas, perhaps new projects, and new conditions may be manifesting for you. So perhaps your circle, your friendship circle is changing, or perhaps you're changing aspects around you to do with your hobbies and your interests, whatever it may be. Some of it could be, like a career related, because it does cover contacts and networks and so on. So you could be expanding that in some way, especially if your profile has been raised in some way. You could be moving off into a new direction, and it's a fertile thing. It's a very abundant energy that's coming towards you, and this is good soil for planting things, for bringing new things into your life. We've also got fourth house here. So fourth house deals with the house and the home. So this is your physical house, the actual energy in your house. So it's the people in your house, the atmosphere in the house, or it could be the actual physical structure, or where you are currently residing. So this is something to do with your your actual home environment, but it can also be to do with your relationship to your family, your roots, your foundation, your ancestry, your ethnic identity. Any one of those aspects could be coming in. And what this is saying is that one of those areas is going to be highlighted for you, or it could be both. Perhaps you're moving, or perhaps you're changing something, but there's some sort of domestic issue which is requiring attention at this time. So we've got here Cancer, I feel. So Cancer is a very home-oriented energy. It's about domestic issues. So this can be, birthing related, or it can be just looking after yourself and your family and your clan, as it were. It's also got the energy of nurturing about it. It's cyclical because the moon rules it. So there will be, emotions will be high. You could be feeling very nostalgic or very sentimental about things. Perhaps if you're moving, or if something's changing in your home environment, somebody going or somebody coming in, or something to do with that's changing, you could be slipping into the past, or spending a lot of time dwelling on the past about things. Just be careful with that, because it can pull you down. The past is time. It's great to bring the wisdom and the understanding from the past, but you can't live there. All your decisions, everything that you're going to, everything that you're aspiring for in your life, all those decisions are made in the present moment. Okay, so you can reflect, and you can perhaps be sorting things out to do with your home. Perhaps you're changing things, perhaps you're selling old things or bringing new things in, whatever the situation is. You could be rearranging things at this time, or it could just be that you are changing your family situation. Perhaps you're welcoming a person or a child or something into your home. Perhaps it's birthing, or it could just be rearrangement, or situations around your home are requiring emotional output. This is also about your sort of instincts and your intuition. So we'll be needing to follow that at this time with this energy. And it's all about your feelings. Your feelings are going to guide you with this energy. And it's also about, feminine influences. There could be a female influence either in your home, or feminine wisdom, or feminine intuition is coming in. Whether you're a masculine or a feminine doesn't matter. We have both in us. So it's about accessing that that quality or that instinct, and using that to guide you at this time. But I do feel a lot of it is about nurturing, whether this is of yourself and of others around you, but particularly for yourself, I feel, because you've got Aphrodite at the top, and this is always about self-care. So it seems to be that, in your home environment, perhaps you have a lot of demands on you at this time, and it's saying that you need to put time aside for yourself to do your self-care, your self-nurturing. So this is obviously with good diet, eating well, but also looking after yourself, sleeping when you're tired, taking naps, and just spending time at home quietly in your own energy, or find a space in your home where you are in your own place. With the Cancerian energy, obviously that can be withdrawal. as well. You may need to withdraw periodically, just to center yourself, to gather your energy, just pull back into your shell so that you don't get overwhelmed or overwrought. The Cancerian energy is very resilient. It can weather a lot, but there is always time to withdraw, and privacy and time alone is always worthwhile with the Cancerian energy. There could be cycles going on. There could be a lot of emotional cycles happening in the house. So just make sure that you are allocating time for yourself. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So this is about loving yourself, loving your body, loving everything about you, and doing a little bit of pampering, whether that's, bath sessions, or just enjoying naps, good food, quiet time with all your favorite things, or with your pets, or whatever it is. But also spend time, possibly if you can, at the spa, or go for a massage, or whatever you can do to enhance the inner goddess. Now, as I said, whether you're masculine or feminine doesn't matter. We each have those two, masculine and feminine, within us. So this is about tapping into that nurturing side, nurturing your body, nurturing your health, nurturing, through sleep, meditation, rest, and so on. And just looking after your body. That can be exercise, it can be yoga, whatever it is that you do. Self-care is important at this time. We've also got third house coming in here. Third house is everything to do with communication. So this is everything to do with written, verbal. It can even be body language. It's also about contracts and documents, anything related to that. It can be short journeys, or journeys involving cars and maps, things like that. Or it could be a short breakaway, and it requires more planning. It's also about all forms of communication to do with specific people. It can be communication in general with whoever, but it can involve certain family members. So this can be general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, and even neighbors can come in with this energy. It's also learning, accessing sort of research facilities or electronic facilities like the internet, and researching, learning, even just learning of any kind. It can also be early education if you've got children. Anything to do with that comes in. So it's all forms of communication. So there is some sort of change coming in here, solar eclipse revolution. So this is some sort of rearrangement. It could be quite abrupt, whatever the shift or change is that's coming in for you. And it's saying that some sort of revolution is going to occur. Now, this can be quite an abrupt event, which can force you into the present moment. And as I said to you, when it comes to your decisions and everything that you want to move forward on, things that you want to actually enact in your life and actually bring into being, you do all that from the present moment. You can't do it from the past, and you can't do it from the future. You can only do it from the present. So the solar eclipse will force you into the present moment to face certain things, to deal with certain things. It's all about self-mastery at the end of the day. So it's some sort of shift or change coming in for you. Now, this is normally to do, solar eclipse normally to do with relationships, but it can also be to do with your profession, your work, your career, but it can also be to do with relocation. So that may be moving or relocating. So you've already got the fourth house here, and that could very well be a relocation for you, where you're changing your environment. And this is perhaps why you have been a bit nostalgic about things, or there's sentimentality here. It could be to do with your children. Perhaps they're leaving home, or perhaps you are relocating your family, and this is a new environment, new schools, new things, new friends, new routines, and so on. Everything to do with the home. But it's saying that take time out to do your self-care as well, and connect with your body. But with the solar eclipse, so there could be some sort of shift or change. It could be relocation to do with work, or you could just be selling your home and changing your environment. And this is perhaps why you've got the third house with the contracts and documents, something coming in. You could be moving out of your normal environment, away somewhere different, and this is why also you have the third house for trips, getting in a car and driving, perhaps something to do with that. But it's self-mastery. So this is about a change coming in for you. It's a necessary change, and it's going to come for you. So you can't avoid it. Now, this is a shift or change which is going to propel you in a new direction. So this is about being welcoming to the change, being open and optimistic about the change, which you may already know about this. It may have already been lurking at the back of your mind with this black moon Lilith. Sometimes that can be something kind of occurring in the background. You're just you're not sure how it's going to manifest, and then it comes to you, and now you've got to deal with it. But if you are aware of what it is, or if you've got an inkling, then do what you can to prepare or to initiate change or to get things moving. Otherwise, when it comes in for you, be open and prepared and optimistic about it, because it will push you out of your comfort zone. That's what the solar eclipse will do. It will push you out of your comfort zone, and now you've got to juggle, or you've got to do things you will feel uncomfortable in that transition period. But on the other side of it, if your attitude is open and let's get this change, let's go through this change, let's do everything we can to the best of our ability to our highest good, then that will already open a lot of doors, and it will be a smoother transition. It may also be that you may have to dive in and fix, change, or create something. So this could again be to do with your home situation. Perhaps you're changing, perhaps you're renovating or expanding, or something to do with that. And there's quite a bit going on, around that. But whatever it is that you fix, change, or create from something existing will be better once you've been through this process. All right. So it really depends on your attitude and your ability to manage the change. It's self-mastery of your emotions. Don't slip into depression or negativity or, poverty consciousness or any of those other negative attributes, or anger even. Just keep your emotions under control and be optimistic and approach the change with grace. And that's also coming in with the black moon Lilith. Get your emotions under control so that you can think clearly about what it is that needs to be done. Now, we've got here earth element, and we've got water element. So the earth element is always about stability coming. So it's saying that stability is on its way. It is coming to you. And but you may have to just plant yourself firmly in the ground wherever it is that you're going to end up. All right, you may have to just plant yourself firmly in the ground and anchor yourself, but be prepared to move, be flexible, be adaptable, be able to move with whatever is going on around you. There will be some testing times with this, and it's about testing your commitment. And it's to do with the earth. So it could very well be to do with a property or a land that you're purchasing, or something that you're changing around your actual real estate, something like that. Or it could be that stability is coming in the form of a new home or a change in the home, and that's going to bring the stability in. Don't get too bogged down in material things. All right, this is about material things. So it could be that you're accumulating a few things, or you are letting go of a few things. Don't allow that energy to weigh you down too heavily. By all means, have what you need and make it functional and enjoyable for you, but don't stress too much about getting too bogged down with that. Money matters can also come in with this, obviously managing money around that, but ultimately it's about the accumulation of funds, the accumulation of wealth in order to do what you need to do. So it's like damming. That's where the earth is. You're damming the water into control and to accumulate wealth, or to accumulate money, whatever is appropriate for you. But it's also about trying new things. It's saying some action is required here. Some action is required from you. So whether you need to initiate something with the house, or there's a contract or a document coming in that you need to initiate action with, but some action is required here. But it's going to be better for you to try new things. Not be afraid to take a step in a different direction with the earth element. As I said, don't get too trapped or stuck in old programming or old thinking or old ways of approaching things, old attitudes and so on. Try new things. Don't be afraid to take steps in different directions. Change it up. Be adaptable. Be flexible. That's what this is saying here. We've also got Maui, Mother Earth. So this is, as I said, coming in with your third house, and it is earth related. So there's a couple of things. This could be to do with ground or property, or something that you're kind of wanting to work. You're actually wanting to build up something to do with that. This is it's something to do with the earth. So it could very well be a plot of land or something that you're working on, but it can also be very much about grounding. This is about grounding yourself. So this is why you had the earth element energy here, and also with the 4th house being your house and your home environment, and then also with the inner goddess, this is about nurturing. All right, so it's nurturing of the earth, if that is of interest to you, but it's also about nurturing your energy and grounding yourself at this time, because there could be a lot of things going on, especially with the solar eclipse energy, and with the Cancerian energy. Cancerian can be, lots of emotional highs and lows and things going on around you. So make sure that you ground yourself, get your hands in the soil, do some gardening, do some potting, whatever you can get to do. Maui is about that. And if you can get involved in any kind of environmental things, whether it's recycling, your own, recycling around your home, or whether you want to get involved in bigger social reforms or causes, and that's the 11th house, that falls under the 11th house, social reforms, causes, charities, anything that's earth related or helping the earth in some way, might be just really right up your street. It could be something that you're going to enjoy. You could be meeting other people. This could be happening in an area that you're now moving to, or perhaps you're relocating to, or perhaps it's to do with some other aspect. But if that is appropriate for you, then that is certainly something that you can be doing, because it involves environmentalism. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. So even if it's just cleaning up your own space, recycling, planting a nice garden, fruit trees, helping the bees, plant things that bees like, whatever it is that you can do to help. But it could also be about grounding yourself, or it could be property related that's coming in here. We've also got water element sensing. So this is sort of a quieter card. This is about going inward, and this is coming in with the inner goddess. This is about retreating a little bit, and you've also got the Cancer about retreating. This is about pulling your energy back to do some reflection. There's some reflection required here, and this is going to enable you to connect, to plan for the future. So this will give you time to rest, recover, but also to plan and to dream. And it's also very good for creative people or artistic people, because you can really connect with heaven and connect with the divine to pull down inspiration, imagination, and so on. So all of those lovely things come in, but it is about pulling back your energy, putting in a few boundaries as well, so that you don't deplete your energy, which is why you've got the self-care here. You could very well be starting a family, and this is why you have fertility, why you have inner goddess, and why you have Cancer. It's about birthing, whether it's physical birthing or birthing a new idea or birthing a new home, whatever it is. But there's some planning, some reflection, some quiet time that is needed in order to prepare for the action phase, which will come up. This is preparation for action. Put a few boundaries in, because some people may try to take advantage of you, your compassionate nature. You may be feeling very compassionate at this time, or just feeling low energy, and some people can sometimes take advantage of that. So pull back, enjoy a reflective, restful period, do your planning to prepare for the action which is going to come in. So we've got discretion here. So I do feel that this can be coming in to do with these changes which are happening for you. So this is about being careful who you explain certain things to, who you talk to. It could even be gossip related. So just be careful with the Black Moon Lilith, especially in your 11th house, around friendships and groups and networks and so on. Just be careful. Be careful with that. Also, it's about, I feel, about, as I said, pulling your energy back, so that you can put a few boundaries in place, so that you can rest, recover, and you can plan and dream about what it is that you're going to be bringing into being. And just be careful with your dreams and your plans. Don't spread them around too much, because then sometimes they can lose power. And the 11th house is very much about your dreams as well. So whatever you're planning and whatever you're dreaming about, just keep it quiet, keep it to yourself until you are in it and you're already starting to pull it forward. Unless you are wanting support from your friends or others around you at this time, then they may come on board to help you. 11th house can do that as well. People can gather around you to help you with your ideas or something that you're trying to launch, or even from a support point of view. So it really depends on how this manifests for you. We've also got Isha Medicine Woman. So this is saying you are a channel for divine healing power. So whether you're going to be connecting to this with the water element card during this dreaming and resting phase, or whether you're going to be pulling it down into your home or within your group or within your communications section. It's saying that you have the ability to connect to the universe. You have the ability to connect to heaven, to God, to the angels, whatever it is that you connect to, and you can bring this healing power down, whether it's for yourself, through your self-care and your inner care, or whether you can channel it for others with your third house. This is the house of communication. But it's about connecting to that. It's like a lightning rod, connecting to that to pull this energy down. And it's saying that you are a channel for that. So whether it's verbal things that you can help people with, or whether it's through healing, through personal touch, your family, whatever it is, it's pulling that beautiful energy down, that healing energy down, and then disseminating it out to your nearest and dearest, to those that are around you. But it could also be from a profession or from a work point of view, something that you're disseminating this information outwards. Whatever is your outlet, it's saying that you are able to do this. This is a skill that you have. It is one of the things that you're here to do, and it's about just connecting to that, like a divining rod, connecting to heaven to bring that energy down, so that you can obviously channel that energy for yourself, but obviously for anybody around you or within a profession that you may be involved in. So now the Fairy Tarot, Ace of Spring. This is a very, very positive card. It's full of magic. There's good news coming in there for you. There's transformation with the butterflies. And she's waving a wand. So this is about you literally waving your wand. And as I said to you, with the Medicine Woman, this is your divine power, connecting to heaven or to the angels or to God or to whatever is appropriate for you, connecting to that and channeling that healing power down, but also the energy down to assist you and those nearest and dearest to you. It's time to take action, be fearless, and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. So as I said, with the 11th house, which is the first house we talked about, this is the house of your dreams, and it's also about connecting and networking with others. Any kind of group situation. It could be a cause or a greater global consciousness that you're connecting to. And this is why you've got the channeling energy. It could be that you're channeling, or you are just you are a conduit for knowledge or for power, which then can be disseminated to other people, whether they're your friends or other people that you're involved with in a group situation, like networks or contacts, whatever it is. But it's a dissemination of information, could very well be, but it may also be contacts and networks connected to your career, and there's some change or some shift that is coming in for you, and it's going to bring opportunities. As I said, there may be a few around you who are looking unfavorably at this, but you don't worry about that. You just keep going and pursue your dreams now. As I said, with the third house, the solar eclipse energy is coming in there. There could be a contract or a document that's coming in to do with your career, or some sort of change or shift that's going to bring this in for you. But it says there's time to take action. So there's some sort of action that you need to take here. And this wand, this energy that you're going to, it's manifestation for yourself, really. That's what it is. But it could be that you're waiting for a message or for news, which is very much about the third house. You're waiting for something to come in, and that is going to transform things for you. This is going to give you an opportunity of some sort. Just make sure that you are grounded, so that you can bring this energy down and actually anchor the energy down. Stay grounded, look after yourself, because you're going to be starting new projects and making new contacts, new networks, possibly even friends. But there's some sort of shift or change which is going to propel you forward, which is why you have the solar eclipse here. Bottom of the Fairy Tarot is Eight of Summer. It says the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. So, as I said, this will be with the solar eclipse energy. This is about approaching these changes. It's your attitude that's going to determine how things are going to fall for you, or how things are going to work out for you. It won't be, there may be a few bumps on the road. You will feel a little bit uncomfortable because you're moving out of an old cycle and into a new one. You're creating some sort of revolution here. So this is about creating a more meaningful life. All the things that we've talked about. You've got a star of fertility. So you're definitely making, bringing new things into your life, new projects, new ideas, new. So it's because there's a desire for a more meaningful life. And that there's time to move on from certain things, from your old home or from where you have been. It could be contracts that you've had are coming to an end and now you're moving into new contracts. It could be new friendships, it could be new circles, whatever it is, it's time to move on in some way, and this is why you have the action card. Choosing to make major life changes, which can be the solar eclipse card. So take it as it resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Have a wonderful month. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.